This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore. As someone who served for years in the United States Marine Corps, I'm talking about myself, as a veteran, a disabled veteran of the United States Marine Corps, it bothers me a lot. It's not quite stolen valor, but it's certainly adjacent. These people who use patriotism as a cudgel, as a weapon, as a prop. And Byron Donalds from Florida, the congressman, the MAGA idiot, is another one of these who acts like he has a tight grasp on what it means to be patriotic and love the military, and always talking about what the military should be and shouldn't be and how they should comport themselves. Keep in mind, Byron Donalds and I don't have a lot in common, especially in this way. He never served his country. Never, as we say in the Marine Corps, stood his feet on the yellow footprints. Just a coward. I can only listen. I don't think everybody has to join the military. I don't think everybody should join the military. It's not for everybody, and that's fine. But if you're going to be one of these people that talks about how this is how I want my military, like he's getting ready to say, by the way, spoiler alert, he wants them to be like G.I. Joe, whatever the fuck that means. But when you proclaim yourself to be this kind of patriot and you use it like a prop and you are too cowardly to join, then I have a problem. Because it does then become cowardice. Because obviously you have a passion for the military. Why didn't you join it? Byron, watch this clip and we'll talk about it on the other side.
No more should we allow communism and fascism to breed in our own hemisphere while we just argue over the stupidest things with each other. I mean, stuff that really just does not matter in the plight and the success of human beings across the globe. There was a time where we actually focused on our hemisphere. And I want to be clear on this. This is not a statement of isolationism versus being the world's police. It's not that. It's being sober. It's being a realist. It's understanding that America in a dominant position across the globe means the best thing for the people of the world who desire freedom and peace, who want to actually grow an economy, who want their children to be raised up. A globe where China is dominant is a globe that is to the detriment of human freedom. And so we have to do the things that are prudent to make sure that we assert those freedoms in our own hemisphere. There's another statement I want to make about foreign policy. I'm not a forever war guy. Never have been. I'm not. My position is very, very simple. Go, kill the enemy, and come home. I'm a kid of the 80s, so I like G.I. Joe. Like, I just want our military to be G.I. Joe again. I think that's what most people want. That's what I want.
First, maybe more importantly, Byron Donalds, the physical coward, doesn't want fascism to breed in our hemisphere. Why don't you worry about fascism breeding in our own country, at home? The same man that you've endorsed and you're a fanboy for, you're a sycophant for, you're an obsequious lapdog for, Donald Trump, he is the fascism. He shows all of the hallmarks of fascism. His policies exemplify fascism. Yet you're whining about fascism in our hemisphere. Idiot. And secondly, I'm a child of the 80s. I'm a child of the 80s too, Byron. And I can tell you, because I did join the Marine Corps, our military doesn't need to be like G.I. Joe, whatever the f*** that means, moron. These Faketriots make me sick. It angers me. It really does. Like I said, you don't have to have all of these strong, strident opinions about the military. You don't have to. You don't have to have served. Most presidents, I would think, didn't serve. Certainly modern presidents. We haven't had a president that really served. I mean, George W. Bush was like a National Guard's pilot or something, never saw action. His dad did. Maybe he's the last president who actually did it. Because it wasn't Trump. It wasn't Obama. It wasn't Biden. We need some kind of a cleanser. Maybe Donald Trump was right about shooting light up our asses and drinking bleach, but maybe he was really just low-key talking to Republicans about what they should do to cleanse themselves. What do you think? Does this irritate you like it irritates me? How am I wrong? I'd love to know. We can talk about it in the comments. You can also call and leave me a voicemail, 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me, as always, daily@dollemore.com. I would love to hear from you. Please consider supporting my work if I bring you value. If there's somebody else out there on this platform or another platform, whether that be a Substack or whatever, and they bring you more value than me, go support that person if they're independent media. It's very important. If I am that guy and you appreciate what I do, click the join button below, become a channel member, hit the super thanks button, go over to my Patreon page. I'm like Donald Trump right now. I can't get the words out. Go to my Patreon page, patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast. All those are great ways to support and produce this work, and I would appreciate it. Follow me on social media. I'm at Dollemore on Twitter, Instagram, Threads, TikTok, Facebook, Blue Sky, all of them at Dollemore, and maybe I'll see you there. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Until then, be genuine and take care of one another.